nobody else but God. That's all we need, you understand what I'm saying? Everybody else is sour, you know what I'm saying? Everybody, family, turn your back on you, everything, you know what I'm talking about? But you know one thing, you got a soldier like me, I'm gonna stay solid, baby, to the bone, bro, so you know me. You understand what I'm saying? Off the top.
I don't need your flowers, I'm living. First time I seen $1 million, I squinted. Bro gave me a pack to help me hustle. Came a long way from the project buildings. That's where Granny went when she left Louisiana, trying to dodge Jim Crow. But you can't escape the master stained glass windows. Got my vision from the past. I'm probably finna go to hell, but it don't matter, seeing heaven on earth. No, I could've been up on the shirt. If I ain't get my together, go to work. I've been hitting the licks since flip verse flirts. Riding with like witchcraft, finding beauty in the darkness like Rembrandt. Everybody gang, gang, gang till it get bad. Do you hear me? Together was a mismatch. You ain't never finna win that. Nah. In the ghetto, I'm a Martian crash landing. In the dirty apartment, stay silent. I forever be the hardest, big time. Like the New Orleans, real shine. Like the criminal, yeah. City in the ghetto, I'm a soldier. Where they at? Get the bomb. Where they at? In the ghetto, I'm a Martian crash landing. In the dirty apartment, stay silent. I forever be the hardest, big time. Like the New Orleans, real shine. Like the criminal, yeah. City in the ghetto, I'm a soldier. Where they at? Get the bomb. Where they at?
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we're on the road to the Super Bowl. Where the road to immortality begins for most teams, we're underway for Wild Card Weekend. Return's looking good so far. His return reaches that 34-yard line before he stopped. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Starting the drive with a give to Jones. And that's good for a gain of 5. Kirby Joseph up for the stop. First down play nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. They'll go play action here. It's McCarthy. Finds his fullback. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. From the gun, Jones gets it. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Good rip on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 2. From the 47. He lets one fly deep downfield. Really pushing the envelope on 2nd down, but the deep shot doesn't work.
That's somebody they're going to look for if he has any space deep. That space, though, Kate, just disappeared between when he let that pass go and when he actually made it down the field.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Straight ahead they go with Jones. And the defense was ready. They got him at the line. Stopped for no gain on the play, and that'll bring up 4th and 2.
That's one of those plays, Kate, as an offense, it just sticks with you a little bit. It bothers you that you just can't convert on a very manageable down and distance. And on the other side, it sure gives you some confidence defensively to get off the field.
Looks like they will indeed try it. 4th and 2. McCarthy to throw for it. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by DJ Reed. And he's going to So on our opening drive, Brock, we've got a big defensive highlight already as the pick six starts off our scoring.
This is a defense who isn't hiding how they're approaching this game. They want to be disruptive. They're unafraid to be aggressive. Can be a risky mentality to have. Boy, can it set a tone early.
That one right down the middle. And the Lions will jump out to a 7-0 lead. A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. His return starts at the 5. He stopped on the return at the 27. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Trying again after the pick, McCarthy. Has a man, Justin Jefferson. Into the red zone. He does it, touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings get it down to a single point. It's a Justin Jefferson touchdown. And the kick is good. And we're going to have some extra yardage added to the kickoff on the roughing call. So they tag him for roughing the kicker. And now this kickoff's going to come from the 50. Let's see if they loft in and try to stick him deep. Here's Reichard set to kick this away. From his own end zone, here we go. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. It's an option right that begins this drive. We managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
The difference right there, Kate, between that gain and a big hit for a loss, really quick decision-making. He made a quick read, saw the running back was going to get hit if he handed it, and he pulls it himself for a positive gain.
First game on the ground to Jahmyr Gibbs. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
To play running back in this league, well, you've got to have tremendous vision. We saw it twice. Once to find the lane upfield, and then to get to space and break off some extra yards.
We've set it down for him at the 38. They give to Gibbs on the option. Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Goff working from the pistol. He's got Khalif Raymond. Gets it to the 15. And he's going to kick this in. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions finish off their opening drive. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ball game.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when he can go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
Fox now to kick this one away. It's Brandon Powell with the return. And this drive will start inside the 25. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. On play action now, McCarthy. That's Jefferson, he's got it. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
So the big play moves him well past midfield, has him set up now at the 35. First and 10, here's Jones. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
You know, Kate, if you notice those guys that love to feed themselves on the field, right? They love to just get more and more. They're hungry for even more. I'll tell you what, that tackle, it prevented something that was going to be a lot bigger, but that back remains hungry.
Going to the ground again on first. And he'll go down here at the 16. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
He thought he had the timing down and could make the play, but just a hair too early. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Here's McCarthy to throw. He brings it in. And he'll get them enough for a first down.
I'm sure, Coach, the play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
1 quarter gone in our opening round game of the NFC postseason. Neither side separating much so far. More from US Bank Stadium after the break. It's Vikings ball as we return for the 2nd, and they've got to be thinking points here. They'll run here with Jones. And he'll knife his way through for a pickup of 4.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. Touchdown, Minnesota! Reichert on for the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Vikings tie things up at 14. Here's Reichert set to kick this away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Here's Goff. That's caught. Here comes Jahmyr Gibbs. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. Jonathan Bullard with the stop.
As an offense, you don't call a screen, Kate, expecting to gain just a few yards. You call it expecting to break out something big and substantial. But it's up to that defense to stay ahead of it, to keep it contained to something much smaller. Case in point right there.
Looking for his wide receiver there. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. From the gun, Goff. Throws knocked away and incomplete. 4th down coming up.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception and just force an incomplete pass. As soon as he realized the hit wasn't possible on the play, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
goal staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on fourth. And this might be a free play. Let's see what they do. He finds him beyond the marker. And they take him down, but there's a flag on the play. So after some careful consideration, they're going to go ahead and decline the penalty. They got him to bite and jump off sides. It's a rare thing to see that actually work, and it gives them this 1st and 10. So early movement from the backfield, Brock. They jumped the gun a bit, and that brings out the flag. There was a blitz coming, and that got somebody to panic and jump early. It cost them 5 yards. They're set back 5 by that false start. Now 15 yards to the marker. They go play action with Goff. And a double coverage. Ooh, don't want to do that. He was there for the interception. Harrison Smith with the INT.
That's so cool. He really did it all for him, didn't he? First, he forced the turnover, and then he set them up in a better spot with a really nice return. Yeah, he had designs on doing the scoring for him, too. One more move, and he might have broken it for 6.
And he gets up for a gain of about 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a 1st down.
2nd and 6 coming up here. From the shotgun, McCarthy. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. A very productive play from the rookie QB out of Michigan. That gets them a 1st down. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Able to find Jones. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains. I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out. And this time it was out of the...
And bring it to the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings parlay the interception into points. It's an Aaron Jones touchdown. Well, Brock, he found himself some space to work, and from there, wow, all athleticism as he made his way into the end zone.
You got that right, Kate. Just that speed. You got to have some different gear when you get down here to the red zone. It's hard to score rushing touchdowns. And that running back sees the open space, he sees the green grass, and he finishes it off for 6.
Here's Reichert set to kick this away. Well into the end zone. He's going to bring this out. Big shot at the end of that return as he gets it just past the 20. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Byron Murphy picks it. And it's a pick 6 as he runs it in for the touchdown. You get a pick 6. You get a pick 6. These defenses, Brock, wow, they have competed. Seeing who ends up with the best highlight of the game, huh?
Highlight? You're going to call a pick 6 a multiple highlight, Kate?
No, even if it's your defense doing it, come on, B-Rock.
No highlight for a quarterback.
Chooses to bring this one out. They crush him right along the 20. That is where their offense is going to take over. They're out and set. 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Gibbs. And not a lot of room for him as he's brought down. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9. Tight end in motion left. Here we go, 2nd and 9. Pass complete to Gibbs. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks. So through a flurry of points, we have hit the 2-minute warning. It's the Lions With it, 3rd and 2. Gibbs now from the gun. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that first down. Again, it's Gibbs. And they're going to drag him down. After a decent gain, he gets up to the 36. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on 2nd down. From the 36. He's on the move. Did not like what he was seeing, Brock, and he just hurls this one away.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something with no one open or risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Off play action, Goff. He puts everything behind this one. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free, incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. So they're left facing a 4th down.
That was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You'd like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
Now go for it, Goff. Oh no, they get him yet again. Hits the 20. And it's a touchdown as he brings it back for pick 6. Well, they had to try something there on 4th down, but that throw played right into what the defense was anticipating, Brock, and they make it hurt that much worse by taking the turnover back for 6.
Hey, I'm all for these great group celebrations, and, I'm not Captain No Fun, but one of these times I'd like to see that player run that football over to the coordinator who predicted that play was coming and really made the right call to create that opportunity.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. And it's fielded but not returned from the end zone, so the ball's going to be placed at the 30-yard line. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Drawn starts with an option, right side. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. All right, here we go, 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, Goff. Into traffic, complete. And it's a nice gain, but still not enough for the first. Battle coming up on 3rd and inches. Shotgun snap here to Goff. He's going to try to drop it in deep right. And this won't be caught. Clock is going to stop. We've got 14 seconds to go. Intended target there was Sam Laporta. And that leaves them with a decision to make on 4th and short.
I don't fault that look at all, Kate, downfield. It was just an excellent defensive play to deny him the ball and knock it away. That is good on good.
4th down, Goff throwing. He can't get away. They get the sack and force a turnover on down. Ball at the 33 for 1st down. Back to throw. Here's McCarthy. Forced out to his right. First play, he's going for it. Oh, my. It's intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by DJ Reed. And the Lions are stopped on that return. So that interception is going to be the final play of this opening half. That brings us to halftime. We'll get a break as our teams make their adjustments and then return with more of the NFL on EA Sports in just a little bit. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate Scott, Brock Ewart with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. All right, Brock, that was enough of a break. Back to playoff football as the second half of our wild card game gets underway. Here's Raymond on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. In off to Gibbs from the gun. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. Offense to the line for 2nd down. Goff back to throw. This is complete to Gibbs. And he didn't get much time to secure it as he takes a shot. Good job to even hang on through that catch there. Goff on 3rd. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered Creed on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
3rd down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th. They're going for this. Patrick with the catch. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down. Markers reset, ball at the 37.
2 for 1, 2 for 1.
On 1st down, it's Gibbs. And he'll get it up to the 44. The dose of the hurry-up offense here. This is Gibbs on 2nd down. And he's brought down for a loss.
Good defensive tackles in this league, Kate. They can take up a couple blockers. Great defensive tackles. Well, they stuff the stat sheet just like that, knocking that run backwards before it could get started.
Off now on 3rd down. Dumped off to his running back. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. Offense up to the line fast. Goff on 1st and 10. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the intended receiver. And it sets up 2nd down. Now pressure on its way. Finds his man, it's Amon-Ra St. Brown. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Straight ahead with Gibbs. And they're all over him again. He's dropped at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10. Throwing is gone. Nearly intercepted. Ooh, he almost had it. Couldn't bring it in. Incomplete. That brings up 3rd down. Goff. Complete beyond the marker. And this is down all the way to the 3. Offense in the hurry up here. First down from the red zone. He just throws this one away. So the incompletion on 1st. Here's 2nd and goal. Gibbs. And he runs it across. Touchdown. The Lions cut into the lead coming out of halftime. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. Bates now for the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Lions get it back to a 14-point game. Fox now to kick this one away. This is taken in at the 13. This return makes it up to the 37 as he's tackled. So good field position to start with for the Vikings this drive. 1st and 10. Now a give up the middle to Jones. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
They had the first down by a comfortable margin right there. Remember that play call. Put that one away. Could be a money play for them the next time they're in a similar spot.
Grabbed by Jordan Allison. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Into the red zone after that big pickup. It's 1st and 10 from the 15. From the red zone now. Intercepted in the end zone. Amik Robertson takes it away. And the Lions get it back on the final play of the quarter. We're down to 1 quarter before we determine our wild card winner. It's Lions football. Their season down to its final quarter if they can't erase this deficit. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. From the gun, Goff. Finds Laporta. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Man in motion out of the slot. On 1st down, it's Goff. He isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And a big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Trying again, following the set. Pass taken in by St. Brown. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains. Throwing on 3rd and long. He throws a bullet deep to the right side. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Oh, the ball is loose again. And no turnover, it's going to stay with the offense. Well, you don't like to see the fumble, but hey, at least they were able to be the ones to recover it, and they keep possession.
Yeah, and I think the key there was to stay calm through the chaos. Cooler heads prevailed, got him the ball back.
And he's brought down by a collective effort there, only 1 yard on the carry.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Goff to the air now. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talked about. It's another one for these big tight ends.
Oh, no, they get him yet again. Byron Murphy picks it. And the Vikings get it back as he intercepts him for the 2nd time this game. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Going with Jones on the ground. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
There's absolutely nothing he could do in that situation, Kate. Defense broke through so quickly, they had him dead to rights soon after he got the ball in his hands.
2nd down carry for Jones. Room on the sideline to the 15. And they finally managed to get him down at the 23. They managed 22 on the rip and a 1st down. Staying on the ground with Jones. And he stopped after a nice gain up past the 25. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4. It's the 2-minute warning here in Minneapolis. Vikings nearing a win here with a 14-point lead. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the 28. He's going deep this time. That's complete inside the 35-yard line. It's a Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings have likely locked up the win right there. It's a Justin Jefferson touchdown. His 3rd through the air this game. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just gotta ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you gotta win right from the jump. And you gotta protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up. You can find pavement.
Here's Reichert set to kick this away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Didn't make an effort to hit the landing area at all. So they're going to gift them a drive starting at the 30. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Looking to throw here. Shake off that previous INT. Ooh, almost a throw that cost him. Defender had it in his hands. He dropped it. It's incomplete. 2nd down coming up. Shotgun, call. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Try and push it deep downfield. Not for a moment, but a great defensive play. Jarring loose, incomplete. Trying getting it to Amon-Ra St. Brown. So that brings up 4th and long.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. Throwing this back in the end zone. Big gain downfield. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings keep adding to that 4th quarter lead. It's a Justin Jefferson touchdown. His 4th receiving score of the game. That one splits the uprights. And the Vikings continue piling onto this lead. Here's Reichert set to kick this away. Here's Raymond on the return. He stopped on the return at the 27. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Defense showing blitz. Goff. Pocket isn't moving up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Another try following the sack. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces 3rd down.
Well, that's like a good peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Takes both to make it work. And defensively, you've got to have that pressure up front. That's peanut butter. And then you like to have some jelly. And that was almost a huge play with an interception.
He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
You're Best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
They connect on the deep shot.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Well, they kept trying, they kept taking shots at the very end, but now we have reached that end. This one's over. So they are indeed kings in the north as the Vikings win it at home. And they're headed to the divisional round next week. Great start to their playoffs and getting the win at home, but the test's only getting harder from here on out. And with Brock Heward and our EA Sports crew, I'm Kate Scott saying so long from this one. The Vikings emerge as winners as we bid you farewell from Minneapolis.
Open up the rhyme book and read the composition. I can truly give about the competition. I'm in another atmosphere, I'm on another mission. Yeah, you know that boy Logic put pen to page like a petition. You always switching up your whole position. I can see it in your face like an esthetician. Food for thought, it's the highest caliber nutrition. Everything come out my mouth, that's my whole cognition. I got out the hood, then got money in addition. I remember when that boy ain't had no pot to. They wouldn't let me in, so I never asked permission. Tours like a war, I'm getting minimum 5 mil permission. Hit the ignition and beat the emission. Like a clinician more than a musician. My flow rare like a first edition. Report for dismission. Everything I ever thought of, it came to fruition. King of the transition.